Hi everyone, welcome back to the Elden Ring 100% walkthrough where we're playing as a Strength of Faith build. We are now finally going into Liurnia, the next region. So we head up here into the castle. Head down this way. I was trying to remember if there's anything over here. I'm pretty sure there's not. Yeah, there's a room here, nothing in it. So head this way. If you hold circle down, you'll slide down the ladder. Similarly, you'll climb up the ladder faster. So we get a Shibiri grape. So if you look at this yellowing, oozing eyeball of the infirm. So they're calling Shibiri grapes. Give to the blind maiden to guide her to the distant light. So we know a blind maiden, right? We met Irina, but she's dead. So welcome to Liurnia. If you'd taken the path that we talked about earlier, it would have come out here. That's where it comes from. So this is the way forward. But if you look, what's Irina doing here?
Hello? Is someone there?
She was dead.
And I'm journeying in search of the distant light. If I might be so bold as to ask, would you donate any Shibiri grapes in your possession to me? My eyesight has been weak since birth, you see. I can't tell which way I'm supposed to go next. But when I eat one of those grapes, I can feel a distant light in the back of my eyes. It will lead me to my true duty as a finger maiden.
So you can give her a grape?
Many thanks to you. Now I can feel the distant light once more. You are most kind indeed. May the blessing of the fingers be upon you.
And you get the as you wish gesture. So now we can rest at the grace. And look, Bach is here now.
Good to see you, Master. Do you remember me? Bach, the demi-human. You helped me before and retrieved my sewing needle. Please, Master, allow me to serve you as your seamster. I can't make nothing from scratch, but I'm happy to make adjustments to your garments. Master, I was wondering, do you ever make adjustments to your garb yourself? I would, well, rather you let me do the job when possible, please. I don't ask anything in return, you know, and, well, I am your personal seamster after all.
So he'll alter garments for you, which basically gives you a different look. And messes with the stats, I think. I'm actually not sure, I haven't messed with this much. But that's what he'll do. And he also has a quest line that we'll be doing.
Please do be safe on your journeys.
So I think it's that it costs money to alter garments from, like, the Grace, but he'll do it for free or something like that. So now we're going to head in here to the Church of Irith. Get the Sacred Tear. And talk to this guy.
You're tarnished, aren't you? Then perhaps you could spare some runes. Believe it or not, I studied glintstone sorceries at the Academy of Rea Lucaria. For a small donation, I'd be happy to share my knowledge. Well, bless you, bless you. You're a true saint. My name is Topes. Presuming you're
Topes.
interested,
I was calling
I
Thops,
can teach you sorceries, as promised.
but I guess his name's Topes.
None of them are particularly great.
So he teaches some of these things. We've already bought Pebble. If you want to, you could buy the others. Tempted to do it just so I'm collecting things.
Back to learn another, why, of course.
Alright.
Apologies, friend. I'm afraid my meager sorceries are no more. Oh, right. I can tell you what I know about this place. You've seen that structure to the north. That's the Academy of Rea Lucaria, where we study glintstone sorceries. Only its doors have been closed for quite some time now. After they declared they wouldn't interfere with the shattering, the Academy cast repelling seals on the east gate leading to the capital, and the south gate leading here, as you might have guessed. The seals are still active, making entry to the Academy impossible without a glintstone key, and so I'm stuck here. A fledgling sorcerer, with little chance of acquiring a key. When they cast the seals, I'd just popped out. And now I'm uprooted from my place of learning. You've taken an apprenticeship with Selen. Well, that is something. Selen was well known. The most promising sorceress in the history of the Academy. I followed her at school. But there may as well have been an ocean between us. But Selen was expelled from the Academy, accused of unthinkable treatment of certain sorcerers, under the name of the Graven Witch. I still don't believe the accusations. The illustrious Selen would never do such things. Why not find yourself a glintstone key? Without one, you can't pass through the Academy, and you'll never reach the Erdtree capital. And if you find an extra glintstone key, perhaps, once you've tied up all your loose ends, and I can be very patient, would you consider donating it to me? I know it. I'm a bluntstone, but still, my place is at the Academy.
Okay. So that's it for him for now. So if you head out here, head over to this graveyard. Gets you another scroll for learning some more sorceries. And we're going to give everything to our turtle friend. If we haven't met yet. You can give the scrolls to Selen pretty safely if you're wanting to learn the spells now if you're playing mage. Because we are going to side with her in her quest line, so she'll be around for the whole game. So you can give the scrolls to her if you want. So something to note about how damage works in this game is you have different damage types. For example, when you hit the light attack on a claymore, this is slash damage. You can see it's a sweeping attack from left to right. But when you hit the R2, that's a thrust. That's called piercing damage. One of the interesting things about piercing damage is you do more piercing damage if you hit an enemy while they're in the process of attacking you. So that's an attribute of thrusting or piercing damage. And both our Ash of War that we currently have, Impaling Thrust, and the R2 on the Claymore do that. So this is like a slash pierce weapon, I guess you would say, you can choose. And some enemies are weaker to certain kinds of damage, like they may mitigate more slash damage or be more vulnerable to pierce damage, etc. So just something to keep in mind. And they call that a counterattack. It's an odd term. But when you do a thrust like this, if you do it while the enemy is attacking you, it has like plus 30% damage, and it's considered a thrusting counterattack. So it's similar to a guard counter in terms of the boost to the damage. So now that we have the cookbook, we're going to go down to the lakeshore. It's just continuing northwest here. see that there's a merchant over there. We did get a sacred tear from the church. Mushroom.
You're new around here. Surprised you found me in my little nook. No matter, no, why don't... Oh, don't ask.
So we could actually, So let's see what he has. So he also sells the lantern if you hadn't gotten it. Yet more smithing stones. We of course want the cookbook. We want the... Oh, I didn't really need that. I thought that was a stone sword key. I faked myself out. So he also has the astrologer set. That's really unfortunate. Just spent 3,000 runes on that thing. Okay. I think I probably will buy the... We're gonna keep making sure we're loaded down with these things. We're gonna get an even better rune farm soon, so I'm not really concerned with preserving my runes. So, the map is just literally straight up there. We don't let them kind of get away. Oh, they're tricky. We don't really want to fight all these guys. We just want to get them out. Okay. Well, fine. It's like, I just want the map, but if you're going to make it hard... Alright, so that gives us the map. So you can see that Liurnia has a big lake in the middle, and then there's kind of stuff to do going up this side, and then stuff to do going down this other side. So that's how it's basically split. There's Central Liurnia, which is the lake, and then Eastern Liurnia and Western Liurnia. Alright, so from here we're going to go back to the lake shore. We go southeast. There's a cave over here, and you'll see jellyfishes. Right here. Show you where we are on the map. So I am having fun using the claymore, but I should emphasize that at this point, by far the best weapon you could be wielding is the golden halberd. It scales with both strength and faith. So the way weapons work in this game, we'll talk about this for a second. If you look at a weapon like, say, the claymore, you have affinities, and when you apply affinities, that makes it scale with different attributes. So for example, by me picking the heavy affinity, this weapon scales better with strength. If I had left it alone, it would scale with strength and dex. So it has really good strength scaling, but I only have 16 points, or sorry, I have 23 points in strength, right? But I also have 21 in faith, which this doesn't scale with at all. Whereas if you look at, say, the golden halberd, right here, this actually has D-scaling in both faith and strength. So although it doesn't actually scale as well attribute-wise, it actually would scale better too if we upgraded it. Just to show this weapon. So if we two-hand this, we can actually use it. Its L2 actually gives you golden bow, the same buff that we're using from a little dagger. Its overhead is a smash into another smash if you do two R2s. And R1 is overhead. You can do thrusts with, like, if you run. So sprinting gets you pierce. You can do dodge R1. That's a thrust. So it's a really good weapon, right? And it's probably where we should put, like, if we were to upgrade it with some sombers, like, it's basically the weapon I recommend, but you might need a little more endurance, or put on Erdtree's Favor. Oh, we even have Erdtree's Favor on it still. Actually, let's see. No, we are medium load if we get rid of a weapon. Alright, so now we're doing the Sage's Cave. You want to be very careful here because it's very easy to fall into the pits. You can see down there there's just a bunch of stuff you don't want to have to fight. This is a guy here, don't bother locking on yet. Okay. Now from here, these guys are going to attack you. They are incredibly dangerous as a melee. Because it's actually really hard to dodge this attack. This area is really easy for mages and really nasty for melee. Okay. So now that we jumped across, you want to watch out for that we don't care about this, and we're going this way. And now there's a point where you can go over here. You can see how awful these guys are. It's just non-stop. Non-stop getting hit. Okay. Again, it's a lot of, like, forcing you to jump, and if you miss, then you just get... Did they actually fall in? Okay, that's really funny. Alright, and then from here, you can go over this tunnel. We actually have, like, poison cleansing? No. Need flame grant me strength. Or sorry, flame cleanse me. You know, I'm tempted to just do this. It's not upgraded, but... Oh, I guess we're already poisoned, so this isn't really accomplishing anything. It's so hard to dodge this attack. Okay. In case you couldn't tell, I loathe this dungeon, like... Oh my god. I never found the stages set. I always struggle to remember where that stupid thing is. Well, I guess we'll do the boss and then backtrack. This is a clean raw night. Alright. Gotta go back. So there are two ways here, huh? There's here. Oh no, maybe this isn't the way. I'm a little concerned about we don't really have the health. Alright. Give us maybe up here. That guy came back. That's funny. So now the poison's there. We ran into the bats here. It's just another tunnel somewhere. Here we go. This is gonna be rough. So there's a harpy we have to fight down here. And we're out of heals. Oh. Gotta be really careful. Because we have no heals. Oh, we're still poisoned. Alright, well, we'll just try it. Oh, good, she wasn't bad. Alright. Wait, I thought the stage set was in here. Oh, it's over here. Okay. Get you the Sage's robe and Sage's trousers. And then we want to teleport back to the entrance real quick. Oh, rough cave. So we did get, just to show this. Oh, it's all the way down. Winged sword insignia, so this is great. If you're doing something where you're swinging rapidly, this will buff each successive attack in a chain by more percent. So it's really, really good. So next we're going to do the guide in Everjail. You can see the Everjail right there. But to get to it, you gotta do a Spirit Spring. See it over here. Head on in. Oh, God. He's really easy, but I was surprised that I didn't... I don't quite understand why his posture wouldn't break. That was more than enough to break his posture, and it just didn't happen. Does get you a legendary Flame of the Fell God. Didn't get a chance to show that, but it has a huge faith requirement. But that's what he did to me, because I've just been too close. Okay, so from here, we're going over to an enemy camp. It's to the west. So you can see how there's like a road leading this way, so where we're going. There are two things to get over here. There's Fire Spurmy Gesture, and then also there's a Fire Monk's Prayer Book. So those are the two things we're wanting to get. We don't care about these guys. You can hear that they're mad at us, but they don't matter. Our goal is just to get over to the camp. So you'll see more of these guys, fire monks. Can get in here and get stuff. Man, that guy's chunky. Fire Monk's Prayer Book. Fire Spurmy. Alright, now from here we go back to the Grace. So now we're going past that Spirit Spring that we saw before. And then down here at the water level near the crystals. It's a cave. So you can see all the crystals, tell you're in the right place. Arteria leaf for free. Okay, so this is a scary, kind of a scary place. You want to lure enemies over. You can see all the bloodstains. So there's a big guy too, I want to say. There's guys up there. Trying to get him to come without. It's like a trap, I want to say. Maybe it's that you go. Yeah, it was like this. So now we're back up. Some more. The trick's just to not get overwhelmed with them all. Because if you just kind of blindly run in, you end up fighting like 4 or 5. And they're weak, you know, by themselves, of course. It's just... Okay. Me all mages just like the... Yeah, look at all the bloodstains. That's exactly because there's just like... You can end up having to fight a zillion of these if you do it wrong. And here comes the big one. Yeah, no, I did that quite slowly, but trust me. From experience having died in that spot. Oh, we're in trouble. Don't have any stamina. This is the other dangerous spot. They're just so fast. Okay. Yeah, this is a very dangerous cave. Although that was the danger. Now this is actually really good for us. Just to, I'm not sure if it outweighs... Yeah, I think it... Well, anyway, we talk about it. So what it does is enhances counterattacks. I mentioned this earlier in the episode, right? So this actually will cause impaling thrust to hit harder if you time it correctly. So it's like a risk-reward kind of thing. I'm trying to remember if there's an actual boss in here. There is, right? Yeah. Where's our... Did I just go back the way we came? Oh yeah, that's right, I remember this now. You like fall... Oh! I hate this cave. Alright, so now that we've successfully made this jump, and not failed it like an idiot. Just head over here. And down. This actually is letting you see into another dungeon, which is kind of fun. There are dungeons like this that are connected like that. So it doesn't look like it, but actually we're not quite yet. We are about to head to the boss room. I think this is one of those where the boss room doesn't look like a boss room. over here. Oh, God. Alright, so here's our boss room finally. We're gonna... Let's see. Whoops. I'm doing this poison armor for like 2-second boss fights. Now I'm healing for no reason. Whoops. It can be like, even now, it's like hard to... Oh, I have to get in there and do it. So this is a Bloodhound Knight, similar to the Bloodhound Knight Garble, who we fought. You know, I think it's our first boss that we fought. They still quite have the range nailed on this yet. So you can see this really amber medallion which raises your FP, I want to say. Yeah. So now go on through here. So we will be coming back here later. There's someone here to talk to.
Tarnished. What do you want? I told the all-hearing brute that I possess no such medallion. Or have you come to take more from me? Was my other half not enough? I told the all that I possess. Or have you
So we have no idea what this is about. We'll find out later though. All will become clear. I don't nearly have enough to level. Alright, so now that we have that grace. Also, like just to show, this is full load outside, right? Like you can come over here and get a treat as Lily. You can see where we are on the map. Alright, so now we're going to go back to Liurnia Lake Shore. Alright, so now what we're going to do is go kind of... You know, the map was here, so we're going to kind of head into these, like, ruins. I want to say it's about there, the Grace. We're basically going for a Grace. And because there's decent odds that we're just going to die. Make sure I have this right. My memory is that the Grace... Oh... I always struggle to find this Grace. Further, maybe? Yeah, right here. I'm going to show you where that is on the map so it'll make it a little easier. I was a little off. So now you can see where it is. So in here, there's both a cookbook, and then there's a wraith calling bell. And then there's very, very scary stuff in here. Oh yeah, I think the cookbook's just right here. But the wraith calling bell is in the cellar. But there's some very, very scary enemies in this place that we don't want to fight. I mean, there are ways to fight them. I have to remember where the cellar was. Okay. gets further north. Up. You want to try to stay out of the middle. If you go into the middle of the water over there, you're gonna get a really scary. Have to deal with a really scary enemy. There's the ritual pot. Okay, so I looked it up. I had to just stop and look this up because I was too stupid to... too stupid to remember where it was. Ooh. I think there might be a fight here. Oh, I don't have heal. These things are vulnerable to healing. But we can do it with a... We can bring out summons here. Let's see. Oh, really? My memory was that this is where the bad guy was. That's hysterical. Okay. I know you have to fight the Revenant dudes at some point. Okay, that's really funny. So from here we can just run back to the Grace for a second. And I think this is actually a good stopping point. So in the next episode we will continue to explore Liurnia. So until next time.